Forgot to reset my mileometer. Okay, next story. Hey kiddos! Today's episode is going to be story time. Today's episode is going to be entitled "The Flashlight Booty." So this is another military story. This was back in 2007. We heard that there was a group of nasty guys in a town near us, and so we took a group of guys, went to the town, and set up camp in a house on the edge of this small city. This was a one-story house that had a staircase up to a roof. Maybe it was a two-story house. Was it a one-story house or a two-story house? I think it was one-story. This was a one-story house that had a staircase up to the roof, and there was a parapet around the roof. And so to set up watch, we had two Marines on the roof, one on opposite quarters with machine guns. As a corpsman, I really wasn't supposed to be standing watch, but I did, and that's how things work. So it's maybe 10, 11 o'clock at night. I had kind of dozed off, and they came and woke me up and said, "Doc, it's your watch, get up." I go to the roof a few minutes early, and the guy that I'm relieving, his name was Brian. Brian was really excited I was there, and he was trying to push the watch off like really fast onto me. He was trying to leave really fast. He was turning the machine gun over to me, which I already knew about. But what he had to explain was this light. There was a special light that they had brought for this mission and brought to the roof. It was a surefire light called the Hellfire. It looks like this. Bing! This light is insane. It's a really powerful spotlight designed for 50 caliber machine guns. But you can hook a couple radio batteries together. This is what it's designed to do. And you can use it for other functions. And again, we were using it for watch on this roof. Hey, Grandma. So Brian's trying to show me how to use this light. He hooks it up to the batteries. He shines it across the countryside, and it illuminates everything. I mean, it's like the sun comes up. This thing is astronomically bright, okay? So he passes everything over, and he's like, "Okay, yeah, you gotta go." And I'm like, "What are you doing?" So I'm like, "Brian, why are you in such a hurry? Like, what's the deal? Why are you rushing this?" And he's like, "Dude, can you please take over now, early? I have to go take a dump." He's like, "Dude, I've got to go so bad. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting." And I'm like, "Sure, dude, I got it. I got a light and I got a gun. Like, go." So Brian runs off, okay? I'm standing there on the roof, looking at the dark. 15 seconds go by, and Brian runs out from a door underneath me and runs out into the desert. We didn't have bathrooms, and we were in a house, but it's not like a finished house. It was like a house under construction, and the houses in Iraq don't have bathrooms like you and I, no bathrooms either. So what you did was you went and dug a small hole, and you sat on a box, and you used the bathroom, and then you picked the box up and you covered up the hole. They called it a cat hole for cat reasons. So Brian runs out there, maybe, not too far, 10, 20 yards away from the house, and he grabs his shovel, and he's shoveling frantically, and he's putting the box down, and I come up with a fantastic idea. I'm a real funny guy, so I am gonna light this guy up with the Hellfire light as he's pooping. So I don't have to wait very long. Brian puts the box down over the hole, drops trow, sits on the box, and even though it's dark out, you can see his extraordinarily ivory white buns. So I pick up my Hellfire light, I get it positioned, and I press the button. Now this isn't a normal light. This light is so crazy that not only can you hear it, it almost sounds like it's charging up. Like it's getting ready, and then it shoots this photon beam. That's what I do. I line it up, I press the button. You can hear the whine of the battery or the light, and boosh, the light hits Brian. I only had the light on for about 1 second, and I turn it off. It was perfect, because when I did it, he looked up at me at the last second and made a dumb face. I think I'm hilarious, okay? I am dying laughing on this roof because I just lit this guy up with this Hellfire light, his super white buns, and his dumb face. But what was really funny was that the joke was on me, because my eyes had adjusted to the dark. And I lit this guy up with this extraordinarily bright flashlight. And when I turned it off, all I could see was Brian's dumb face and his white buns burnt onto my retina. So I'm walking around blinking, rubbing my eyes. And everybody's laughing, asking me what I'm doing. And I can't do anything but look at Brian's white buns. It was a traumatic experience, but it was really funny. And so before the image of Brian's dumb face and white buns were burnt onto my retinas forever, I got a real kick out of myself. And that's the story of the flashlight buns. So guys, if you like this story and you think they're even partially funny, like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it, so we can keep making these videos. And stay tuned for more, because we have lots. Alright, we'll see y'all next time. Bye.
We've been playing some shows for a while. I've been having some